Hello and welcome back to day 5. Let me move my mic down first. Welcome back to day 5, the 5th and final day of our brand creation challenge here. And today we are going to be talking about how to generate automatic sales and passive income. How does that sound? That sounds pretty cool to me.
That sounds very cool. Um, when should I give the housekeeping tips?
You can go ahead and do that now.
Okay, so just a few housekeeping tips. For those of you who have already given permission to StreamYard, you don't have to do this again. But if you would like us to be able to see your name and your picture for when we highlight comments up here on the screen, just give permission, allow access to StreamYard, and the link should be in the description, right? Is it in the description of the video?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you can always deny access later. And then the other thing is we are all about asking questions, because if you have a question, then we would be more than willing to give you the answer if we have the answer. We'll be honest if we don't. But we will have a Q&A section at the end. So you are free to ask your questions throughout, or you can just save them for the end, and we will be sure to answer every question. I think that was it.
Yeah. All right. That sounds good. Thank you. And quick update about the challenge. So remember, if you complete each daily challenge for the 5-day brand creation challenge series, then you'll be entered into a giveaway to win a free year of access to my adventure brand coaching community, which will go way more in depth on everything you're learning here. And you can actually get my personal feedback and coaching on growing your brand. So that's really exciting. We've already gotten someone who has signed up, so yay, that's pretty cool. Just if that sounds like something you're interested in, then make sure that you complete all of the tasks. And right now, I think there's only like 5 people who have completed all of them. We've had We've had a ton of people in the beginning, but people have started to drop off a little bit because as the challenges have gotten a little bit more time intensive. But you do have until Monday to complete all of these. So if you're falling behind and you feel like you're out of it, you're not. Don't give up. Keep doing those challenges. And these are going to help you tremendously with growing your brand and getting your brand foundation in place. So that's why I created these challenges the way they are. So again, you have until Monday to complete all these challenges. So be sure to do those so you can be entered in that giveaway. And I'll announce the winner on Tuesday, the 12th.
And don't try to be perfect. It's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect at all. It's just about taking action. All right, so we got Myra here, ready for day 5. Awesome.
Woo-hoo.
Great to see you. And you've been here all 5 days, Myra, so awesome. Martha as well, great job showing up, and we love all your feedback and your participation. So she's waiting to see if she's won. So yeah, stick around for that. Yeah, so Myra says she's behind on her homework. We're planning to finish that up this weekend. So yeah, you got a whole weekend to work on your homework. So that's great. Yeah, I don't like calling it homework because I'm actually anti-homework since I was a writing teacher at a private school for a short period of time, and I never gave out homework. But this isn't homework. This is fun. These are fun activities to grow your business. But if you want to think of it as homework, you can do that too. All right, let's get into the training then. Let me share my screen.
Does anybody have any aha moments?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the aha moments. Yeah, so what aha moments, takeaways, anything that stood out to you from yesterday's training, which was about how to create content?
So Keith asked, what happens if someone signs up for the membership program and then wins the giveaway?
Oh yes, I was going to talk about this today as well. If you sign up for the membership and then you end up winning the giveaway, because it's going to be a random drawing, I'll do a live stream actually of that as well, of putting everyone's name into some kind of spinner, and it'll be randomly chosen. And so if you've already purchased it, then you'll get a complete refund. So if that's holding you back from signing up, definitely don't wait, because again, the reduced founding member price of $20 a month is only good for this week, or up through Monday.
I just broke my own housekeeping. So I was going to answer questions at the end.
Right, but that's kind of a key question right there. So
Myra says,
we
"Okay, I'm
can,
on
yeah,
my
we can
front
answer
page."
we can answer questions from the previous trainings at the beginning if people are interested in that while we wait for people to kind of get here, because some people might be running late. But it doesn't look like there's any more questions right now, so I guess we'll go ahead and get started. Yes, that's another thing. If you are in the no pressure selling system, if you are a gold member, then you get 3 months of free access. And if you're a platinum member, you get 6 months of free access. So we'll just be manually adding you into the membership soon. And once this the 5-day training is out of the way, since all our time's kind of been wrapped up with that. So you'll be probably next week, probably Monday. We'll make sure that all of our no pressure selling system students who are gold or platinum will be getting free access to that membership as well. So that's something to look forward to for you. All right. I think we're good. So I'm going to go ahead and add my screen to the stream here and get into it. So how to generate automatic sales and passive income. So this is pretty exciting. This might be the most fun lesson, I think, of all 5 days, because making automatic passive income is fun. All right, so goals. So by the end of today, you'll know how to actually generate automatic sales with your website. How does that sound? I think that sounds pretty cool. So first off, what are you typically taught in network marketing? So old school, you're taught you need to get more eyeballs on your presentation, right? That's how you get more sales. That's how you get more team members. It's just a numbers game. You got to get more people seeing your presentation, right? So your company probably has some kind of presentation talking about what your product is or talking about the opportunity. So it's just a matter of getting more people to see those opportunities in order to get more people to buy from you or join your team. And so, I mean, maybe you do this through prospecting, maybe in person or on social media. The downside is, a lot of these trainers, they'll tell you to just kind of prospect anyone, and you're reaching out to people that don't know you, don't know anything about you, don't even know if they're anywhere near interested in your product or your opportunity, and yet you're trying to get them to take a look at a presentation. And not only is that extremely difficult to get to work, because you're just going to get a lot of no's, you're going to get a lot of rejection. It also just feels kind of icky because it feels like you're reaching out to people and just with the intent of trying to get them to buy something from you. And I mean, you can tell yourself like it's for their good, right? Because you know how good your product is, you know how good your opportunity is. And so you think, you have that mindset going into it. You're reaching out to these people like, hey, I'm letting them know about something that can help them and change their lives. But at the same time, it's almost like you're forcing something on them that they haven't said that they're interested in at all. And it's not a fun way to go about growing your business. And then there's also home or online parties. So these are different. These are good ways to grow your business because people are participating in these have actually raised their hand and said that they're interested. Downside is there's only one of you, and these are very time consuming. So if you want to make more money, you need to spend a lot more time, get a lot more parties, find a lot more hostesses. And increasingly, Facebook parties and home parties you can't even do because of COVID now. But even online parties, they're starting to get burned out a little bit. So that's why I recommend email parties. And we have a whole course about email parties. Those are working really well right now. And that's definitely a totally legitimate way of growing your business. But the bottleneck there is that there is only one of you. So if you want to make more income, you need to spend more time on growing your business. But that's not necessarily the case. You can actually grow and scale your business without having to spend a whole lot more time. And that's what this lesson is about. And then there's vendor events. And these are kind of in the same vein as home parties, but they're kind of taken to another extreme where you actually have to invest a lot of money to get your booth, get your booth space, and then also just all the stuff you need for your booth, all the inventory and maybe your tent and all the different things you need to have for a booth. So it's expensive upfront cost. And then there's also the travel and all the hours that you're there. And it's also just really exhausting and it's time away from your family. So also, I mean, some people really love that. It's something that gets you out of the house and something you enjoy, and that's great. Again, totally another legitimate way to grow your business. But again, the bottleneck there is it takes a lot of time. So we're going to talk about another way to grow your business. So how would you like to have a clone army? What if you could clone yourself and make a bunch of you so that you have a whole bunch of people that can help you grow your business that are you and know your business? So be prepared for some Star Wars references here. If you're not a Star Wars fan, I apologize. But think about that. What if you had a clone army that could do multiple parties for you, or multiple vendor events for you, or prospect multiple people for you, right? So, but instead of your clone army executing Order 66, which is a bad thing, kills all the Jedis, don't want that. It's executing order from me. In other words, it's telling people that you're encountering to order from you, to buy from you, so that you can get these automatic sales. And no, it doesn't make you a dark lord either, because instead of prospecting, what if you had a clone version of yourself talking to people about your product or your opportunity for you? And what if this clone was also only talking to people who had first raised their hand and said that they were interested and wanted to hear more? So you're not reaching out to strangers or bugging friends and family. These are people that have already approached you through all the stuff we've talked about in the previous 4 days. You've created this content and they've found you, and you're creating this valuable content that's really helping your customer avatar. It's resonating with them in a way no one else has resonated with them. So they've actually gotten on your email list, they've reached out, and so now you have this clone version of you that is following up with them for you and talking to them and giving them more value, and also selling your products or your opportunity to them. So this is kind of the better way, the more automated way of prospecting. And instead of these or events, what if you had a clone version of you selling your product or opportunity to people for you as well? Like I talked about, having that army doing the events or the parties for you. What if you had a clone version of yourself directing people to your company's presentations for you too? If you don't have your own presentations, you have your company presentations, instead of you having to hustle and go after people, what if you had your clone version of yourself doing this? And again, these are only the people who have said that they're actually interested. So there's no icky, pushy selling or Sith Lord tactics going on. Wouldn't that be better than what we've talked about as the old school methods? I think so. That's what is appealing to me. So the good news is that you can actually create a clone army of yourself for all intents and purposes through the process of automation and the creation of what's called in the marketing world a sales funnel. So what is a sales funnel? So this is kind of the picture of what a sales funnel looks like. So through your marketing activities, you start to build awareness for your brands. You're putting out content, and maybe you're sharing that on Pinterest, or you're putting it on YouTube or on your blog, and people are finding you through Google. Maybe you're working with influencers as well to tap into other groups online where your avatar is hanging out. And so you're starting to build awareness for your brand. People are starting to know who you are, but only a portion of those people are going to actually opt in for your, what we call a lead magnet or a freebie. So that could be like an extra piece of content, like a guide or a video or a checklist. And at that point, they become leads. But not everyone who knows about you is actually going to become a lead. So that's where the funneling process is happening. So you're starting to narrow in on who are the people that are actually going to buy from you. And so then once people become leads, right, they become a lead by you direct them to what's called a squeeze page or a capture page, where they can actually put in their name and email to get your guide. And that's an opt-in offer or lead magnet. So now they're on your email list, and you can have automatic emails go out to them that follow up with them and give them more value. So you continue to kind of mentor them and coach them and help them through their challenges and their problems. Again, going back to the avatar matrix that we talked about on day 2. So this is something you could never do on your own. You could never individually help all these individual people and coach them and train them, but you can do it by creating this clone army through automation. And so you can have these automatic emails giving them more value, building that relationship with them. And that's going to build that know, like, and trust factor. So now they're ready to buy from you. But again, you don't want to have to make individual offers to all these people. Instead, you can create one offer in the form of an email or a video, and then you send that to your email list. You email that to them through this automated system. And you can promote a membership. You can promote loyalty programs, customer specials that your company might be running, or just your opportunity in general. So this is how you can automatically get sales for your network marketing company, or even automatic team members as well. So here's just another kind of picture of the sales funnel, what that looks like. So you have traffic coming in the top, and some are just going to visit your website and then leave. Others are going to actually sign up and become leads. And there'll be some people on your email list that never buy from you. In fact, you might only get like 20 to 30% of people actually opening your emails. And so you might think, well, email marketing doesn't really work. In fact, we had a coaching call not too long ago with one of our no pressure selling system students. So that's our high ticket offer there. We sell that for the lowest tier is $500 and it goes up to $2,000. And so she was saying, she didn't really think that email marketing worked. And so I just asked, like, well, how did you end up buying our course? Because we didn't publicly promote the course in the beginning. We just launched it to our email list. We only send out emails to our list about the course. And so she wasn't sure that email marketing really worked, because she admitted that she didn't read all of our emails. She didn't even open all of our emails. She only opened a few here and there, which she didn't realize that's actually normal. It's normal for all email lists. And she said, well, I saw an email and that's how I ended up buying the course. And so voila, email marketing works. That ended up, generating a big commission there. So this is how it kind of people are being funneled, right? So a big portion of people that hear about you and know about you aren't going to opt in. That's okay. But some are going to opt in. And then a huge number of those people that are on your email list probably won't ever buy from you, or maybe they'll buy years down the road. But some will buy from you and actually become customers. And that's how the funneling process is taking place. And so then if you want to make more money, it's just a matter of either getting more people in the funnel or increasing the rate at which people are opting in or becoming customers. And so it becomes a very kind of simple process at that point of just a few different things you have to tweak or improve on. So hopefully that makes sense. This is kind of a big concept here at the sales funnel. And the thing is, most network marketers skip steps 1 through 3. So, right, you got the awareness stage, the leads stage, and then the prospects stage, for terms that are at least in these graphics. But people are skipping these stages. What the purpose of these stages are to build a relationship with these people, to help them first, give value first before asking for anything. You're giving first instead of asking right away. So you're building up that relationship. You're giving value first, so that when you do make an offer, when they're educated on what the offer is, they're educated on their product, they know what it is, they know how it can help them, but they also have that relationship and trust factor with you. So they know that if they buy, they have confidence that it's going to work for them. It's going to help them. But most network marketers, they skip the first 3 steps and they just go straight to sales in the form of, say, prospecting and saying, hey, do you want to, take a little look at, are you interested in making a little bit more money online or something if it doesn't interfere with what you're currently doing, whatever. So you're going straight to look at my presentation, or people are doing curiosity posts on social media, which are really also just kind of like going straight to sales, saying, here are my awesome results with my product or my yummy drink or whatever, and taking a picture of themselves or something and going right to buy this right now on my website, my replicated website. So they're skipping all this relationship building stuff, and that just leaves people with a bad taste in their mouth. And that's why so many people hate network marketing and MLM in general, is because they're going straight to asking without giving anything first. So that's the power of the sales funnel. And again, this can all be automated so you can get those sales automatically. All right, so this is another kind of how the sales funnel works in practical terms as far as your brand goes. So you've got your content we talked about, so that can be like your blog post or your YouTube video. And so people are going to find that piece of content, and then on that piece of content, you're going to have those calls to action that we talked about yesterday to actually get your freebie or your lead magnet, as it's called in marketing terms. So that leads people then to a capture page, or what's called a light box. You've seen those before, either a pop-up or you'll click a button and then the screen kind of darkens and just a box pops up where people can, or where you can put in your name and email. It's called a light box. Or you might be directed to a whole separate page, a web page. And the only purpose of that web page is to get you to either sign up or click away. Those are the only two options you have. And so that's how you can then get people on your email list. And so a certain percentage of people are going to opt into that to get on your email list. So these are people that have raised their hands and they said, I'm interested in you and I'm interested in what you're talking about. And then once they sign up, what you want to have in your process is you immediately want to send them to a thank you page / sales page that's giving them an offer right away. Because when someone signs up for your lead magnet, that's when they're the most interested in what you're talking about. They're the most fired up. They were so fired up that they're willing to actually give you their email address, right? A lot of people, are kind of leery of doing that, but this person has. So they're the most interested in you and what you're talking about. They just checked out your content, right? So they just learned content from you. They just signed up for your lead magnet, which is even more value. So they're really in it now. They're really interested. So now is the time to go ahead and give them an offer. So we direct them straight to a sales page from there. And again, vast majority of people are not going to buy, but you are going to get a small percentage of people that do buy right away. Now, most people, they're going to need more. They're not ready to buy yet. So that's where your email follow-up comes in. So they've signed up for your freebie or your lead magnet, whatever you want to call it. And so now you can have automatic emails that go out that give them even more value. You give them quick wins or case studies or tutorials, testimonials, and things like that. And then you sprinkle in some offers as well that point them back to that original sales page. And by doing that, you again are going to start seeing more sales over time. And so this is the basic sales funnel. It's called the front end of a sales funnel, but you don't want to stop there. You want to have what are called upsells later on. So meaning if you get someone to buy a cheaper product from you, and that's what you want to lead with, is kind of a cheaper product. So it's an easier buy. It's not a huge commitment. Maybe that's only like a $7 to say $50 or $100 product. I'm going to talk about our sales funnel for our 5-day email treasure hunt guide. That's actually a $200 product. So, but something on the cheaper end that's not a huge commitment for people is what you want to have on the front end of your offer. And then once those people become customers and they see how valuable your paid products are, then they'll be more willing to buy a more expensive product from you. And if you're, in network marketing, your front end offer might be maybe your flagship product, or if you have a cheaper product, you might want to offer that first so they can get a taste of it and see how good it is. And then maybe, I don't know if you have a larger like bundle or package in your company, that can be like your upsell that you give them, or maybe you even create a product of your own down the road. Or your upsell could be actually signing up and becoming a team member and growing their own business that way. And that's how you can grow your team. Because most of the time, it's much better to lead with your product than the opportunity, because a whole lot of people are not ready for that huge commitment of starting their own business. And they don't know if they like it, they're even the product enough to be able to grow their own business. So that's why it's so much better to lead with the product. So you can kind of, if you're just looking to grow your network marketing business, and you can think of your sales funnel as getting someone to become a customer first, and then later you can mention your company's opportunity. And so that's where the upsell comes here. So now you have a separate group of people that are customers now. These are your people that are the most interested in you, the most interested in what you're talking about. These are your super fans. So these are the people you want to treat the best. So you want to, with your email follow-up to them, you want to give them even more help, and you want to, treat them even as more valuable, because they're actually willing to give you money. So you want to treat them really special, maybe even send them handwritten thank you cards. That's what we do for our network marketing customers, for the customers of our company. So we definitely want to treat them very well. And then you also want to eventually offer them something of even more value, a higher priced product, to get them even more value, because that's really what the whole purpose of your business is, to give people value. And most of the time people, they need to actually have skin in the game to actually implement what you're teaching them or implement what you're giving them so that they value it and they actually take action. So your upsell could be anywhere from really $200 up to $500 to up to like $2,000 is kind of the max for what you can sell online without maybe like having to do like a phone call or an in-person event. So you can see your backend is kind of a big variance for what you can sell. So that's how you can really start to make some real money from your sales funnel, is if you have a big back end offer. So that in a nutshell is the sales funnel. So you have your content leading to an opt-in, you follow up through email, you point them to what's called a front end offer, which is a cheaper product on a sales page. And then once they become a customer, you then look to upsell them to a higher priced product. So from there, it just becomes a math problem to figure out, how much money can you make per month or per year or whatever. And so let's just say, for example, your website's getting 20,000 visitors a month and you have a 20% conversion rate on your opt-in page. That would be 4,000 leads a month. So these are kind of higher numbers. It'll probably take you some time to get here, but I'm kind of showing you what's possible. And actually, for our email treasure hunt funnel, our opt-in rate is actually 22.6%. So that's actually a really high percentage. And then of the people that opt in, a smaller amount, only a small amount of that people are actually going to buy. So maybe like 2.5% will actually buy your front end offer. And maybe you can, again, if you want to make more money, you can try to increase these conversion rates or increase your traffic. And so that would be, 100 customers then for your front end offer. Now, again, for our email treasure hunt front end offer, which is actually a $200 course. In this example, I'm saying you have $500 product, or not $50 product in this example, but for our front end offer for our email treasure hunt funnel, our product is actually $200 and we're getting a 3.2% conversion rate. So it's actually higher here. So you can see these aren't really a ceiling. These are kind of conservative numbers here. So you can obviously raise these to get better results. Because you'd think with a lower priced product, you can get a higher conversion rate. But anyway, for the sake of this example, we're saying 2.5, and that's 100 customers. And then again, you promote that upsell to those 100 customers, those, valued super fan customers, and say you can get 1% of them to sign up for your upsell, then that's one sale of that. And for us in our funnel, our upsell is our no pressure selling system. And we're actually getting a 5.6% conversion on that. And our numbers, these numbers I'm getting for us are over the course of our last 3 months of metrics. And also keep in mind too, take away from this is keep track of your metrics. That's really important as too, because if you're not keeping track of all this, you might be creating blog posts and lead magnets and writing emails and making offers, but you're just not making money. And you're like, why am I not making money? I don't know why I'm not making money. Well, if you're not tracking your metrics, you don't really know what's wrong. You don't know if it's your traffic or if it's your capture page or your lead magnet, or if it's your sales page, or if it's your email follow-up. So you kind of want to keep track of all your metrics so you can see where the breakdown is and you can fix that one. It might just be one little tweak that changes everything. So anyway, so if these are your monthly stats, and say your front end offer is $50 and your upsell is $500, then you may be making $5,500 a month just from getting 2,000 visitors to your website each month. So this is how it works, and this is all again automatic. So you don't have to be selling each individual person. You don't have to write an individual email to each person that comes into your funnel. It's all automatically set up and created. And so the rest of this training, I'll show you how you can automate this and set this up. All right, so content, we kind of already covered this. You know what this is. You create a blog post, you create a video, so I won't spend a lot of time here. So for email, a 5-day email treasure hunt course, here's a blog post that we're sending traffic to. So Facebook parties are dying. Say hello to email parties, because our big avatar for this particular product, that's another thing you want to kind of more advanced thing to consider is each product that you offer might have a slightly different avatar. So our main avatar is just anyone in network marketing that wants to grow online. But for this specific course, we're targeting people that are party people that do Facebook parties or home parties, because this product is another way to do that, a better way to do it. So if you're one of those party people and you see a headline, Facebook parties are dying, that's immediately going to catch your attention. So we've been promoting this mainly on Pinterest. So this is our blog post that we're getting traffic to, and then from there we have opt-ins. So a capture page, right? So it can be a capture page or a light box. So what's the difference? So first off, you can create these with Convertkit. You can create a capture page with Convertkit, which is also what you can use as your email service provider to send out your automatic emails. So it's something we highly, highly recommend. So if you don't have an email service provider yet, then definitely consider switching to Convertkit. And we'd really appreciate if you use our affiliate link, which you can find at adventurebrandacademy.com/convertkit. And that way we'll earn a commission at no extra cost to you. And you can also, if you use our affiliate link, you can get access to our course or a specific course I created all about how to use Convertkit specifically for network marketing and direct sales. So if you want to get that course, then be sure to sign up for Convertkit through our affiliate link. And so this will allow you to create your capture pages or your opt-ins, and also allow you to send out those emails and create email automations. Another thing that we use is Thrive Leads. That's how we can create capture pages and opt-in pages. The reason we like to use this is not only is that where we use it to for our website theme and other features for your website, but we also use that to create our opt-ins and our capture pages, just because it gives you a little bit more customization options than Convertkit. But you don't need that if you don't want that. I do recommend it if you're building a website. So if you're really serious about growing your brand and your website, I highly recommend Thrive Themes, because you can use that for your website theme, as well as creating capture pages, creating opt-ins. You can also even create quizzes and all kinds of really cool stuff you can do with a membership to Thrive Themes. But if you don't have a website yet, you can get started with Convertkit for creating your opt-ins in your capture pages. And it's called a capture page, by the way, because you're capturing their information, their name and their email address. They're also called squeeze pages, opt-in pages. There's a lot of different names for them. So this is what it might look like. This is on the left. This is a example of a landing page you can create with Convertkit. So you can see you can have a headline and some text about what they're getting and the benefits, and then they have the little fields they can fill out their name and email to subscribe. And then on our blog post I showed earlier, we have a box here with a button, which I created with Thrive Architect, so the Thrive Themes membership. So you can click that button. When you click that, up pops a light box, and these are really good because it's not taking people to a whole nother site. And sometimes when you send people to a whole nother page on your website, sometimes you can lose some conversions there. Whereas if they feel like it's still on the same page, they're more likely to opt in. So that's why we create light boxes pretty frequently. The only downside of that is you can't promote it then on its own on, let's say, social media. Whereas if you have a capture page, you can share the link to that on social media in different places. So both are very good to have. So here's where they can sign up and get instant access to the 5-day email treasure hunt checklist. So this is the lead magnet we have for our 5-day email treasure hunt course. And so what is a lead magnet? That's just some kind of freebie. There's literally dozens of different things you can have. It can be an audio, it can be a video. In our case, we're creating these PDF guides. So an example of one here on the left is 3 steps to discovering a winning online brand idea. So that's a PDF guide. And we also have this 5-day email treasure hunt checklist, which is also just a PDF. And we create these using Canva, which is a free designing tool. So really easy to make lead magnets, actually. And actually, the shorter they are, the easier they are to kind of implement and consume, the better, actually. So don't feel like you have to create this huge like ebook or something. Actually, quick little bullet points or checklists are really, really great lead magnets. And then from there, then you have email follow-up. So people are now on your email list. And this is where a lot of people drop the ball. They don't follow up with their list. They don't cultivate that list and build that relationship. And so again, you can do this with Convertkit. You can automate these emails. And then on the right, you can kind of see the emails that we have in our automatic follow-up for people that get our email treasure hunt checklist. So you can see we're giving more value. We're saying how to get 600 in sales without, I can't remember actually the rest of the headline, without, it goes back to the avatar matrix. So they want sales. So we're saying 600 in sales online, right? That's what people want, online sales without, and then I pull a pain point from our avatar matrix. And then we have another one, our Facebook party is dying. So creating kind of curiosity. And then easy influencer marketing, the secret benefit of, I think that's email treasure hunts. So these are things that are giving more value and more tips on how to run email treasure hunts, but all of these are also then promoting our course, the 5-day email treasure hunt course. And this is just our initial automated emails to then sell the course, because when people first sign up, that's when they're the most interested. And after this, we send regular like broadcast emails, or maybe there's other automations that they can get into based on things they click on in our emails or blog posts they view and things like that. But that's more advanced. That's something that I'll talk more about in my membership. So don't worry about that right now. You don't kind of need all that extra stuff. You just kind of need one focused linear funnel. And then from there, you have the sales page, right? So you make your offer. Well, that offer has to then go to a sales page. And so if this is just your network marketing company, you would just send them to your replicated website. So your job is easy. That said, if your product requires some education, you might want to send them to what's called a bridge page, or send them to the start here page / brochure page that I talk about in the brand creation blueprint course. So this is a page where you're giving information about their product. It's kind of like creating your own sales page for your network marketing product, where you're educating them on how your product specifically helps your avatar. Because if you're doing this the right way, your avatar is probably a little bit more specific than the audience of your network marketing company. So your network marketing company might just be health and wellness in general, but you're specifically targeting like moms who have career moms or homeschooling moms or something like that. Your very specific niche. So you want to then craft your sales page to hit on the pain points of your specific customer avatar and how this product helps them and helps solve their problems. And that can be a way to get a lot more sales than just sending people straight to the replicated website, which typically aren't arranged very well, designed very well for conversions and sales. And people might get there and not really understand how it helps them. So that's where you might want to have your own sales page. And so for our 5-day email treasure hunt course, the top of our page looks like this. So we have a headline: generate a treasure trove of leads, sales, and new team members in just 5 days. Never struggle with selling or recruiting ever again without having to use Facebook, leave home, or bug friends and family. And then we have a video here of my mom, since she's the one who created that course and discovered this strategy for growing your business. And she kind of walks through why they should get the course in this video, but not everyone's going to watch the video, so you kind of want the rest of the page to cover the same content. And then we have this enroll now button, so after they've watched the video, if they're ready to enroll, they can click that. And that will actually scroll them down the page where they can then go to the pricing table where they can actually check out. And we created this sales page using Thrive Themes, Thrive Architect Builder. So that's another reason why you might want Thrive Themes, so you can build really nice web pages on your website. All right, so that is the process for creating a sales funnel. So are you ready to implement this and take your business to the next level? I'm about to go and give you the brand challenge for today, but again, I want to highlight the big picture, which is you need to master 3 things to have success with your online brand, and that is traffic generation, so being able to get people to your website, and then creating strategic and exceptional content. So this is content that is actually going to resonate with people, get them to sign up, and actually appear on Google, so you can get people to your website for free without having to spend money in ads or post on social media all day long. And then you need the sales funnel designed correctly that we talked about today. And it's there's a lot that goes into this, so I couldn't really cover it all in this lesson, but I will be covering it in my Adventure Brand Academy. And there's really so much more that goes into this as well. So the problem is that there's so much conflicting information out there. It's hard to know really where to go or who to turn to for the right answers. And maybe you're wondering, how exactly do you create great blog posts that people actually read? Or you're wondering, how do you incorporate your MLM more into your company and your brand? Maybe you're wondering, how do you create that brochure page that I talked about? Or you're wondering, how do you craft your emails so that you transition from what it is your brand is about into talking about your network marketing product? How do you make that transition? Or you're wondering, how do you actually get people to join your email list? How do you actually create these lead magnets so that people actually want to opt in? And then from there, how do you get them to become buyers or join your team? How do you actually craft those emails? Or maybe you're just wanting clarity. So I've kind of outlined a clear path to growing your business through these 5 days of training, but maybe you want more help on actually executing this. Well, that's why I created my Adventure Brand Coaching community. And this is kind of what I've been talking about all week. And it's how I'll be going more in depth on everything I've talked about through this training, and actually get personal feedback and coaching to help you achieve this and actually grow your brand online. And so what all does this include? It includes, I'll be having regular new courses coming out. Right now I have one called Lightning Lead Magnets, which walks you through what a lead magnet is, what makes a great lead magnet, and how to create one, as well as dozens of different ideas for lead magnets. So it's a really thorough course on creating great lead magnets that will grow your email list. So that's already in the course, but I'll be adding more. We'll also be doing website hot seats, where I can review and critique your website for you, or I can take a look at your blog post or your email series and tell you what's great or what maybe you can tweak. We'll also do live Q&As once a week, where you can ask me anything you want. And we'll also have weekly accountability and assignments. So again, you can have that clarity and know what you should be working on each week, and also stay accountable. And there's going to be also just so much more as well in this community. So you're going to learn how to generate traffic. You're going to learn how to create great content, and you're going to learn how to automate your sales and recruiting and everything else in between for growing your online brand. And why did I decide to create this as a membership instead of a course? I think I mentioned this on Wednesday, but if you missed it, we found that there's a need for ongoing coaching and personal feedback. Actually, just since starting this training, I've been getting a flood of emails and messages, and I just can't keep up with all the actual personal, specific help that people need for growing their online brands. So I wanted to have one place where I can commit my time to those people that are really serious about growing their business online. And so that's what this membership is for. And also just the need for accountability, because we've seen, we've told people a lot, what they need to do, but they never actually implement it or do it. And so that's what we want this community to also be for, is for providing accountability. So you have this friendly, supportive environment where you can thrive and actually get the support you need to implement and grow your business. The other reality is things are always changing. We thought about, creating a course for all this information, but it would get outdated pretty quickly because things are always changing. So we wanted to be able to keep you aware of what's working now and how the latest way that you can grow your business. And also we just want to make it more accessible so that more of you can succeed, because again, there's a whole lot of training that goes into here. In fact, we've signed up for a coaching program to learn all this that costs $30,000, and creating a big course like that, obviously not a lot of people could access that. So we instead wanted to create a membership where there's no large lump sum needed to join and get results. So that's why we wanted to create this as a membership. So what topics will we cover? Well, anything and everything related to growing an online business. And I thought about, again, creating a kind of a year content schedule, but I didn't want to do that because I wanted to focus on covering whatever it is you wanted me to cover and whatever it is you specifically wanted help with in your business. So this is very much going to be shaped by you and the members in this group and what it is that you need help with. So here's the calendar for January. what it will kind of look like. So we'll have Q&As on Friday. We'll have the assignments with some account to help you with stay accountable on Monday, so the beginning of each week. And then we're going to have regular master classes and courses. So a master class would be like a live training kind of like this. And a course would be more of a like recorded videos with maybe some downloadables and things like that to help you achieve different aspects of growing your brand online. So how much content will there be? Well, there'll be daily support in the Facebook group, like I mentioned. So if you have any questions, you can post it in the Facebook group. There'll be weekly Q&A live streams where you can ask me anything. There'll be weekly assignments and accountability, and again, monthly hot seats and monthly masterclass trainings and or courses. So lots of content, lots of value. And so just some upcoming training and courses that I know for sure is going to be in the course is how to get your content to rank on Google, how to automate your MLM sales, how to automate your MLM recruiting, how to create great content fast, and how to create list building lead magnets. Like I said, we already have a course on that actually in the membership. So how much does it cost? You've probably already heard by now, but if you haven't, it's only $20 a month. And for that, you're going to receive regular new courses covering everything about internet marketing. And if we were to sell these courses one-off, they would probably be at least $200 or more per course. There's also going to be live Q&As and trainings every week. And if I was going to do that one-on-one with you, my current coaching rate is $50 an hour. So that alone could get pretty pricey. You're also going to get my personal support and feedback, again, at the $50 an hour rate, but you won't have to pay that for being a part of this membership. And you're also going to have a supportive community environment and accountability. And again, just signing up for a community like that might be $200 on its own. And you can get regular new downloads and cheat sheets to help you save time. And those, again, one off we might charge like $7 for those. So in total, you're getting, $700 in value a month or more if we were going to sell each one of these things on its own, or if you were to try and buy these from someone else online, it'd be about that much. But you're not going to have to pay that. And again, similar memberships out there that I looked at in this that kind of cover the same topics. I found one that was $500 a month, one that was $99 a month just for Pinterest, one that was $47 a month, one that's $37 a month. But again, you don't have to pay that any of those for this membership. So you can get access to all this, not for $700 a month, not for $200 a month, not for $100 a month, or even $50 a month. You can get access to the Adventure Brand Academy for, again, regular new courses, live Q&As, personal support and feedback, supportive community environment, regular new downloads and cheat sheets, all for just $20 a month or $200 a year if you want to pay for the year. And I'm offering this price only until January 11th, so Monday, because I really want to reward, again, those people who are ready to take action now and are really committed to growing their business. So I wanted to kind of reward those people with this special price. And so that will increase to $30 a month then on January 12th. And also just a reminder, if you're in our No Pressure Selling System Gold or Platinum tiers, then you get free access. So 3 months for those in Gold and 6 months for those in Platinum. All right, so that takes us to our challenge for today, which is to get an email autoresponder. So you don't have to get Convertkit, you could get something else, but we recommend Convertkit, and it's actually free up to your first 500 subscribers. So you don't have to pay anything to get that. So you can go to adventurebrandacademy.com/convertkit to sign up today to get your free account, and then simply create a opt-in page and share that in the group. Now, you don't have to have a lead magnet or anything. Just create the actual opt-in page, which is really quick. It can take you just like 5 minutes or maybe 10 minutes if you overthink things. And then share that in the group. I'll be creating a post again where you can share a link to that. So that is your challenge for today. And everyone who completes all 5 days of challenges gets entered in the giveaway to potentially win a free year of access to the Adventure Brand Coaching community. So yeah, Convertkit, I highly recommend you use that. Again, the link is adventurebrandacademy.com to create that opt-in page. And the winner will be chosen on the 12th, which is Tuesday. So you have up through Monday to complete all 5 days of challenges. And also, like we talked about at the beginning, if you do end up signing up for the membership and end up winning, your purchase will be refunded. So don't worry about that. All right, so are you ready to build your adventure brand and grow a business around something you're passionate about? Are you ready to never lack for leads, customers, or team members ever again? Are you ready to become an influencer yourself who positively impacts others? Are you ready to actually build passive income that allows you to spend more time on and with those who matter most? If so, then start growing your adventure brand. You don't need my membership to do this. If you found this training is helpful enough and you're one of those people that likes kind of doing things on their own, then go ahead, by all means, you can do it. But if you want more help and more support and coaching while you're growing your brand, then just go to paularam.com/abcc to get started. All right, Q&A time. So what questions do you have about this training, the membership, or anything else in regards to growing your adventure brand?
All right, so we have a couple of questions. I also have Asher here with me. He's going to help answer your questions.
Hi, yeah, sure.
So I think you might have already answered this, but just in case, Carolyn had asked, when will this challenge be given again? Due to tech issues, I have not been able to finish my activities. I have enjoyed the training thus far.
I don't know when this training will be given again, actually.
When will this challenge? Challenge be given again?
Yeah, the 5-day brand challenge. We actually don't have any plans at this time to do it again, although we have talked about doing similar challenges again. But all the recordings for this challenge, they'll be available through Monday. After that, they'll be taken down from the group and they'll be added to the Adventure Brand Coaching Community membership. So if you want to have access to the recordings of all these trainings and all the different activities and all that, then sign up for the Adventure Brand Coaching Community, which you can get by going to paularam.com/abcc.
So sorry you had tech issues.
Yeah, but you should be able to still view all the recordings, even if you weren't able to access the live stream. So those are available still for free through Monday.
All right, and then she had another question. Is it possible to create a lead magnet for a physical product or an online party or another method? Any suggestions?
So you're saying people opt in to get a physical product, I think. Is that the question? So I would say you certainly can do that, but I would advise against it because then you're going to have to that's a lot of time and effort that you have to put into actually sending out that physical product. Unless you're saying, can you create a lead magnet that leads to a physical product? And absolutely, that's what we do for our network marketing company. Is our lead magnet, we have a couple different ones. We have one that is just a straight up giveaway that people can opt into. And then we have one that is like 7 days of hairstyles. And so people can opt into that and get different hairstyling tutorials. And then also throughout those emails that they receive. So that lead magnet is just a series of emails. So that's, again, another example of a lead magnet. And as they're getting those emails, we're also then recommending our physical product that our network marketing company creates and promotes. We're then promoting that to them as well to help them create these great hairstyles. So yeah, you can totally have a lead magnet then for a physical product or even an online party or anything like that. So hopefully that answers your question.
All right. Martha asks, are Convertkit and Thrive an either or situation?
No. They're completely different tools. The only place they overlap is they both allow you to create capture pages and opt-ins. So Thrive Themes is a kind of a bundle of a bunch of different stuff. Let me see if I can actually show it. So Thrive Themes is kind of a whole bunch of a whole package of tools that helps you grow your website. So for example, you can get a theme for your website. You can let you, here, let me share my screen. First I have to stop screen share. Share screen. All right, so here's Thrive theme. So you can get Thrive theme builder. So this lets you visually create your WordPress website, which is really, really nice. So this will let you create a professional looking website. That's what the theme builder does. Then you have Thrive Architect. This is a drag and drop page builder for your WordPress website. So this is what you can create landing pages with, and all of it is on your website. Whereas this is through Convertkit, you can create opt-in pages, but they're hosted on Convertkit, and there's kind of limited customization options that you have. So this just gives you more customization. It also can let you create quizzes. It can let you create your own memberships. It can let you also has this theme called Thrive Leads, which is lets you create those opt-in boxes and different things like that, which you can also do with Convertkit. So Convertkit kind of gives you these two features, Thrive Leads and Thrive Architect, although you don't have quite as much customization options. But if you wanted kind of all these plugins, you can get the Thrive Themes membership, or you can one-off buy these. So, but it kind of integrates with Convertkit, if that makes sense. But you can't send emails through any of Thrive Themes options. So you would need, at the very minimum, you would need Convertkit to send emails. So this is only if you want to kind of level up your website and get a premium theme and have more customization, or be able to build quizzes, which is another great opt-in, a lead magnet idea, or things like that. So hopefully that clarifies. I know that can be a little confusing.
Well, I think we answered Carolyn's question, because she said thank you, and then she also said I am in a party plan hostess reward program.
Okay. So you're talking about you can run a party, and then your hostess can earn rewards based on how many sales are generated. Uh-oh, we're breaking up, apparently. Not sure what to do about that. So yeah, if you're doing a party, I might recommend like promoting your lead magnet in the party. I wouldn't create a barrier to joining the party, but I might recommend that in the group, since if it's something related to the product that helps people, you can say, hey, if you want help using the product, or if it's an like extra, maybe some tips or tutorial or a checklist that's related to your company, that's also something your avatar, the people in the party would enjoy, then I would say promote the lead magnet in the party. All right, Marianne says she can hear us fine. So Martha, maybe it's something on your end.
Myra said, thank you for sharing your knowledge with us.
You're very welcome.
I'm one
Hope
of
it
those,
was helpful.
She said, I'm one of those that need the assignments and accountability.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can definitely relate to that. So
the Convertkit is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I might have already covered this, but Marianne, just in case.
Yeah. So Thrive does not do email follow-up, and you don't need both Convertkit and Thrive. So Convertkit. See if I'll share my screen for Convertkit now. Log in. Right. So here's our Convertkit. This is what kind of the back end of Convertkit looks like. So you can go to landing pages and forms, and this lets you create different landing pages and forms. So you can have a landing page which looks like this. So it's an actual standalone page with a link that you can give to people in an email, or you can share it on social media, or you can create an actual form that you can embed on your website. So I can like create new, create form, and you can show how it shows up. It can either slide in from the bottom. You can have a sticky bar across the top of your website, or a modal, which is kind of like a light box, or just like an inline. And then there's different templates you can choose from. And so what Thrive does is it does this, lets you create landing pages, and it lets you create forms like this, but it gives you more customization options. And going back to the actual landing page, so this is not on our website. So if, actually I don't want to do preview. So if I want to share a link to it, it's actually this other URL. Whereas Thrive lets you build landing pages right on your website. And it gives you more page building options. So for example, I can't create a sales page in Convertkit. So Convertkit is really great if you don't have a website, where you're just getting started, because it lets you create landing pages, it lets you create forms on your website. But then Thrive is really great if you're needing to create more pages, or you want to create sales pages, or you're just wanting to improve the look and design of your website. So I'd say for most people, if you're just getting started, you just need Convertkit. And again, that's free for up to 500 people. The only thing you don't get with the free plan is you can't set up automations. So these are different automations you can set up based on what people sign up for. You can send them different sequences of emails. So then here's your email sequences here that you can write a whole bunch of emails, set it up, and so that they go out automatically. And then you can also send broadcast emails here. So if you just want to send a one-off email, you can create new broadcasts and send that out. And then here's subscribers. This will show all your subscribers. So Thrive doesn't do this. Thrive doesn't let you send emails or have subscribers or anything like that. Thrive is just a way to kind of step up your game in that department, and it's mostly for building great looking websites. The theme builder I highly recommend. If you're going to get a premium theme for your website, I highly recommend. And if this is all confusing and it's not really understanding what a theme is for your website or things like that, then check out my free course, Brand Creation Blueprint, because that kind of walks you through what a premium theme is and why you should consider getting a premium theme for your website and all that. But if you don't have a website yet, that's kind of what Convertkit is for. And it lets you, Inception. Convertkit can kind of let you create landing pages and build your email list even if you don't have a website. And then Thrive is really great it lets you put opt-in boxes anywhere on your site or in the sidebar, and it lets you build all kinds of really beautiful pages. And it has really great templates that you can use to create kind of any type of page you want, and you don't need to be very techy or anything like that, because it's just drag and drop. It's visual. You can actually see what you're doing. So it makes it really easy to create web pages for your website.
So yeah, Keith said, Reagan, would you say that although there is some overlap, Convertkit is the key tool for email automation and Thrive is for website building?
Yes, that's what I was trying and failing to say. So for all the email automation that we talked about, you want Convertkit, and then for building a beautiful website, you want Thrive themes. And then so like Convertkit is kind of like the poor man's version of building opt-in pages for people that don't have websites yet.
And Martha said, yes, I am confused. I am working through the course too.
All right. Let's see if I can see. Where's my... Let's see if I can see you.
Myra says hi. I'm going to say hi, Myra. Say hi, Myra.
Oh, good job, Asher. So, looking at the sales funnel. So, Thrive Themes also lets you create really beautiful blog posts. So, maybe I should show an example of that. So, Thrive Themes helps you with creating your content. It can help you create your capture page and light boxes. It can help you, create your sales page and in your upsell pages. So, Thrive Themes can do all this. Thrive Themes cannot do email follow-up. Convertkit does that. And then Convertkit can also create capture pages and light boxes, although not with the customization options that Thrive has. But then Convertkit can't create sales pages or like blog posts, for example. So then, let's see. Actually, I don't want to do it here. So then say if I log in to a website, so if I go to my orpheusAudioacademy.com, hopefully it remembers my login. Yeah, oh, I'm all zoomed in. So if I go to posts, and then let's look at, I guess I'll just edit with Thrive Architect. So Thrive Architect gives you this little option in WordPress. So I can edit with Thrive Architect here. Let's do this full screen. Give it a second to load all the options.
Yeah, so Martha asked, so if I'm going to get a website, I should just go with Thrive.
Right. Yeah. So then here, so you see how nice this looks. This is done using the Thrive Architect plugin from Thrive Themes, and the actual website theme I'm using is from Thrive Themes as well. So you can click this plus button over here, and there's all this cool stuff you can just add in easily to your website. So if I want to add an image, I can just drag it in easily and then put in an image. Let's see what else we got. I can put in a countdown timer. I can put in like a divider if I wanted to. I can put in star rating, social shares. So you don't need like an extra social plugin. So if you want to have people share, you can put that in right there. You can easily put in nice looking styled lists. You can put in this table of contents thing that I have here. So that's what Thrive does. It gives you all these options for creating really nice looking websites and blog posts and landing pages and things like that. So, or I can have like, if I want to show a bunch of my other posts on my website, I can choose a different template, and you can choose how your blog posts are displayed in that little element. So I could do something like this, and it kind of displays my blog posts. If I don't like how narrow that looks, I can reduce the number of columns. Makes it really easy. And there's also like these pre-built blocks you can use. So I can add a block, and there's all these different types of content. So I can have like a problem solution series, or highlight different products easily. As you can kind of see how nice that looks. And I could go on and on with all the different nice options that you get here in Thrive. And then the same thing goes for actually building an individual page, like a sales page. Those are really hard to create because, actually I have to show you that. I'll exit out of this. I do not want to save. So yeah, so like creating a sales page, that can be really daunting because you don't know what to say or how to design it or everything like that. Well, Thrive Themes, not only do they have templates that you can just load with one click, but they actually, all the text on the page is like a template. It prompts you, it tells you what to say in each section. So here's like creating a post in WordPress. And then if I wanted to customize it, I can do launch Thrive Architect. And then it's going to prompt me to either just build a page from scratch, or I can choose a template. So I'm going to use a pre-built landing page. Landing page is like another term for a capture page or an opt-in page, only it doesn't have to have opt-ins. A landing page is just any page on your website that you send traffic to. So here we have a sales page template. And we have different elements of a sales page too that you can load up. So I'll just choose this one. This would eventually load, but it's not loading right now, probably because I'm streaming at the same time. So then that's going to load the template. And you can see it has everything built for you. It has like where you can put your sales videos. This is like what we use to create our 5-day email treasure hunt sales page I showed you earlier. You can have your headline. So the highest converting long form sales page you've ever built. And then tired of having this annoying problem, that's where you put in your subhead. Again, that's where the avatar matrix comes in. You can put in the problem. And it walks you through creating your sales page. So make your visitor want to keep reading. And then it kind of tells you what to put in each section. So building rapport, convince first, sell second. So it kind of walks you through how to write, copy, sales copy for a sales page, and they can put in your product images and testimonials and everything. So that's what Thrive does. It lets you build a really nice looking website, create different pages and blog posts on your website. Whereas Convertkit is where you actually have your email list to send emails to your subscribers and actually build your email list.
So before you dove into that, Martha had said, I think I understand now. If I'm going all out with a website, I need to have both.
Right.
And then Myra said Thrive doesn't have an email provider, which is correct.
Right.
And then Martha asked, but Bluehost does, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, Bluehost is where that's just what hosts your website. So they actually create the code, and they actually have where the code of your website is existing on their servers. But then you have to actually design how your website looks. So like if you're building a house, so like Bluehost might give you the actual plot of land where you're building your house, and then that's your hosting, so that's Bluehost, and then you need to get a domain, so that would be like the actual address where people can send mail and find your house is the address, that's your domain name. And then you actually gotta build your house, how it looks, build how your website looks, and that's where you need a theme. That is kind of like, that sets the framework for how your house looks, and then you can go in and you customize that theme to determine what your house looks like. And you get your theme through, you can get a free theme. That's where WordPress comes in. You use WordPress to build the actual framework of your house, and you choose a theme, a WordPress theme, and you can get that, or you can get a premium theme through Thrive Themes, or there's other ones out there. I talk about that in my brand creation blueprint course. So yeah, so you need Bluehost to actually get your website and your website domain. Then you need WordPress to actually have the user interface of your website, what people actually see. And that's where people can find your blog and your about page and all that kind of stuff, your homepage. And then you can customize it and make it look really nice. So if you're not a techie person, then that's what Thrive Themes is for. It's for people that aren't techie. It's really easy to create a professional looking website, and more importantly, a website that actually converts and actually gets people to sign up, and turns them into leads for your email list, which is where Convertkit comes in. You have your leads on your email list, and then you can like build your sales pages as well with Thrive Themes. So hopefully all that makes sense. I know it's a lot to take in all at once.
Yeah.
That's why I figured people would need a membership with ongoing training and feedback, since it's hard to cover all that here. And that's why I also have the 5-day brand creation blueprint free course to help you kind of walk you through step by step with all that.
You should create like a fun, like animated tutorial video explaining the different components of Thrive, Bluehost, Convertkit, and using that house.
Yeah, so you can build your website without Thrive. You don't need Thrive to build your website. You can just get a free theme. It's just, number one, your website's not going to look as good. And there's some other downsides of having a free theme, which I talk about in the brand creation blueprint. But you for sure need Bluehost to build your website, and you for sure need something like Convertkit for your email list. So Thrive is kind of an extra thing that kind of you might want to think about getting maybe down the road. You don't have to get that right away. So don't let that be like a barrier to getting started.
Martha said, I look forward to working with you to help me through all of this.
Oh, great. I look forward to looking with you too, Martha.
Yeah, see, I had I've been jumping around with the comments here. She said that Martha also said, I already have Convertkit, but I will need help syncing it with my new website. Yeah,
that's really simple. It's just a couple clicks. But yeah, if you're new to it, it can be definitely overwhelming. So I can definitely create a tutorial on how to do that. All right, any other questions? Oh yeah, this is also key. So if you want to create your own like email address that has your brand name in it. So for example, I have Reagan at OrpheusAudioAcademy.com. That's where Bluehost comes in. It lets you create an email like that. Or for example, Martha, her domain name is inconstantpursuit.com. She can then use Bluehost to create the email address martha@inconstantpursuit.com. And so again, that's branding. That's communicating that you're a professional, you're taking this seriously, and that can just really help build your brand image by having people contact you at that email. It's also the email that you'll be using in Convertkit, right? So when they get an email, it'll be from that branded email address. And that's, just looks much better than if you have like a Gmail account or something like that. But if you like the functionality of Gmail, you like accessing your email from Gmail, you can actually access your branded email through Gmail and send emails as that email address through Gmail as well if you want. And I actually have a tutorial in the brand creation blueprint course on how to set that up.
Oh, this is good. The house analogy is really good. All your furniture and appliances are analogous to, I think I said that right, to website plugins. You could go and buy all those pieces of furniture and appliances separately and one by one, or you can get Thrive themes and get all your plugins all in one shot at one time.
Right. So yeah, so there's the other problem with splicing together all these other plugins out there. Like if you wanted to be able to put like social share buttons on your website, you have to get like a separate plugin. And what a plugin is just an extra piece of code. You click a few buttons and it installs it on your website. The problem with that is installing too many extra plugins can really slow down your site or even break it and cause functionality issues. So the nice thing about going on one with Thrive themes is everything's going to work together and communicate well together, and it's not going to slow down your site. Or if you wanted to get be able to put different opt-ins on your site, there's other ones out there like Opt-in Monster, or you could just use ConvertKit. But again, having Thrive themes, it's all in one, and it's really easy to use. So, but if you don't have that in their budget, you can buy the one-off plugins, and they're maybe $67 a plugin, or you can buy the membership, which I believe is $220 a year. Which is actually really affordable for when we look at other things that are out there. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now, but if that's not in the budget right now, you don't let that stop you from building a website, because you don't need Thrive right away. You can always switch over to that later.
Martha said, I need all the help that I can get, and I need to be able to do it quickly and efficiently going forward.
Well, if that's the case, I'd highly suggest joining my brand, Adventure Brand Coaching Community membership then. Which again, you can go to at paularam.com/abcc, which that page is also made using Thrive, if that makes sense. But then, yeah.
There's one thing I was going to say before we got into the questions, but you had mentioned throughout this training all the different ways that people grow their network marketing business using the in-person and then online. And we've tried a few of them, like the prospecting.
Yeah, we tried the prospecting. We've done vendor events. We've done parties. We did all of them.
They're all valid, and we're not this isn't oh, those are all bad and everything, and you shouldn't do those anymore. That's not what this is at all. It's just there are different ways of doing network marketing, and if you are looking for something that doesn't take quite as much time, then these are the ways that you can do it.
Yeah, I would say, it can, but definitely there is a lot of time investment up front to build your website and get your content, set up your email funnel. But then, the three the four elements you need is you need content, number one. Number two, you need some kind of lead magnet or opt-in. Then you need an automated email series that provides more value and sells your product. And number four, you need a product. That's really all you need to create passive automated income through your brand online. And of course, that you need to have that on a website. So most of those things, once you do them, then they're done. And then you just need to focus on creating content. That's the last thing you need to do. And if you're in a network marketing company, you already have a product. So once you do the upfront work and get these things in place, then your focus just becomes creating more content, maybe working with influencers to help speed up your brand growth. And then it's just looking at your metrics and seeing, oh, people aren't responding well to this email, or not many people are opting in for this lead magnet. How can I improve it? Or maybe I can choose something that better is something that maybe my audience is more interested. So it's just making little tweaks at that point. And then, yeah, and as you get more traffic and your audience grows, then you start to get those automatic sales coming in. You wake up and you find you've made money, and then it's just really exciting as you see those sales start to come in as it gets more automated. So I think maybe passive is a little misleading because it kind of gives the impression you can just lie on a beach all day once you get this all set up and you never have to touch it again, which isn't completely true. But having done vendor events and parties and stuff, and trying to post on social media and keep up with social media, I would say it's definitely hard work, but it's a much easier form of hard work, I guess, than the alternative. And of course, everyone's different. So maybe
Right.
after going through this challenge, you found this is not what you want to pursue. But also the thing I like about building your own brand is I'm a visionary type person. So I like the idea of having a bigger brand that has a larger purpose than just moving X amount of product to X amount of people. I like the idea of having a bigger brand that's kind of has a bigger mission, that's helping people in a larger way. And then my product is just one more solution for the bigger purpose that I'm serving my audience with. And so maybe if you're that type of person too that wants to do that, but again, that's not for everyone. So, but that's something you're interested in, you really want to grow your own brand and your own website, and you want to grow your business and set up this automated way of growing your business online. And you want to have that future-proof business where you're not dependent on your company or any changes that happen there, or changes that happen with, like what if a worldwide pandemic hit and you can't do vendor events or something like that would ever happen. But so if you want to kind of guard your business against that and you want to grow online, then building your own brand is definitely for you. And if you want help and support, then definitely consider joining my Adventure Brand coaching community.
That's what I am counting on. Doing the hard part now and then maintenance later. I'm not getting
none of us are getting any younger.
Nope.
So that's with the old school ways of growing your business. There's no way to really leverage that. You kind of just have to keep putting in the time, keep putting in the work, or all your results dry up. You have to keep prospecting. You have to keep doing vendor events. Whereas following things this way, you put in a bunch of work up front, then it's just about time. And it's just about putting in the time, putting in, continuing to create that great content to build up that audience, and then you can hit that critical mass where you're starting to, make a living from your brand.
All right, I think that's all the questions and everything.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for participating in this challenge. I look forward to going through your daily challenges and seeing everything you come up with there. I've really liked all the awesome participation we've seen so far. It's been really neat. So just a reminder, you have until Monday to complete those challenges so you can be entered in the giveaway, and we'll announce the winner on Tuesday, the 12th. All right. Well, have a fantastic day. Happy brand building, and we'll see you in the group.
Say bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye.